This is just from Reuters. I'll quote this briefly. A 7-year push by U.S. U.S. Republicans to dismantle Obamacare and kill the taxes it imposed on the wealthy will reach a critical juncture on Thursday when Senate Republican leaders unveil a draft. They've worked on a secret bill that it will curb the Medicaid expansion, and reduce taxes on the wealthy. And this in Talking Points memo. It also signals an approach that largely sticks to the House Republicans' legislation, which the CBO said would result in 23 million people losing their health coverage. With that, the ACA's Medicaid expansion will still be wound down as in the House bill, but in a more gradual process, but with deeper cuts. This is exactly what we said it was going to be. And I know we have a link up on our website where you can call your senators about this. And there's still a possibility, as I say, with someone like Murkowski and Collins. They've promised to protect Medicaid. Portman's promised to protect Medicaid. Murkowski's promised to protect Planned Parenthood. And then, of course,
Paul has said that he's not happy that this doesn't look like a repeal enough of Obamacare.
Well, this is the dynamic that happened in 2011, which was that Obama offered really, really significant and savage cuts in social services in Medicare and Social Security, and Republicans rejected the deal because Obama basically wanted like a pittling tax increase in return. So maybe, very slightly maybe, we will be saved by Republican insanity again. But it does not look good. And again, they need to do this. This is the way they get the tax cuts through, which is their entire purpose for being. We need to let go of the notion of Republican moderates from the lexicon. They don't exist. Anybody, someone tweeted today that when John McCain dies, it'll be a great hack test to see how honest people are about his legacy. Because while he's been wandering around and yakking about transparency, he's going to vote for this bill. He doesn't care. He doesn't care that it was done in secret. He doesn't care that Republican lobbyists saw this before Democrats. He doesn't care that it's going to lose tens of millions of people their coverage. He doesn't care. And he's the one who plays the game of being above the fray and has been indulged endlessly by the media. And also, on a much more structural and macro sense, if this bill is wound down, first and foremost and most importantly, it's going to harm and cause premature deaths for a lot of people. And that is a sin and deaths that are on the hands of the Republican Party. And it's, obviously an utter moral obscenity and a danger to the health of the country and a danger to most Americans' well-being. This is not even to mention it doesn't protect you with a pre-existing condition. This does not even to mention the reduction of health care coverage from your employer in terms of quality. And it's a rebuke of media. It's a rebuke of fantasy about Republican moderation. But it's also this Obamacare is the pinnacle of third-way governance. And a good reminder again to the Tim Blacks of the world that yes, third-way governance is significantly better than Republican governance. If you know anything about politics and you have any real-life experience, a bill that protects people with pre-existing conditions and expands Medicaid and keeps kids on their parents' health care plan until they're 26 and ensures minimal care standards and insurance plan is way better than the Republican alternative, which is what they're about to do, which is gut it all. But what, establishment Democrats need to get is that this plan, which was so clever and supposed to satisfy everybody, and this great moderate piece of consensus legislating, which was passed through reconciliation, not supported by a vast majority of Republicans, is going to get wound down just to subsidize a Republican tax cut. There is no reciprocal moderation on the other side. All you have is top-down class warfare. So people who think that Bernie isn't realistic and Medicare for all might need to start realizing that Obamacare wasn't realistic, because they are not going to allow any of this type of thing to stand. It's just going to be pure political conflict. And you might as well actually go for deep structural solutions, and also proposals that at least you can sell simply and concisely to most of the population. Because that's another thing, is that complexity does not sell well. And only now, at the point when Republicans are gutting it and costing people their lives and their well-beings, that people really understand what Obamacare was doing, which is a failure of messaging and also a testament to the incredible, amazing, extraordinary dishonesty and amorality of the Republican Party. So call your senators.
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos